one to be found somewhere. Do you have it? Do you have the book I seek?
The pocked and lichened statue, the little spiders run on. As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul. He winces and recoils, then quickly regains his composure.
My. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder, after all the adventures you have had. All the things you have had to do. Oh, it's naught but a chill. Bit drafty in your soul, that's all. You should...
A sudden shudder jolts through his body so violently that he drops to his knees, stunned into silence. Sauce washes over him, a wave over a single flame, but unlike last time, it seems to have precious little effect. An ancient curse escapes from his lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I refuse to entertain the possibility. Yes, the void is stronger than ever. But so are you. I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I have yearned to teach you. The spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. I have given you eyes that see the source. Now I will give you the teeth to take it.
Tearsendenius smiles, and you notice for the first time 2 vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden, insatiable hunger for sauce.
Go on, I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. It is supernatural. Do not heed me or any other. Only your own lust for power, just like a god should. Go on. Devour me.
Though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Tyrsendelius looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would, my champion. Oh, do you still not see? Even though you are a god-woken destined to be a god? Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power, and power is not given, it is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead, and now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the well of ascension. By all means fast, if you must, but your hunger will soon trump your all-too-delicate feelings. Your soul has become a vast enough expanse to house divinity. You are ready. We must hurry now. We must race towards the Well of Ascension, with all the determination of the eagle diving for its prey. Your prey lies on a far-off shore, at the heart of the Nameless Isle. It is a place no one can reach, unless their soul becomes their compass.
He places a hand over your heart, and you suddenly feel it, an unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
You must. The battle for divinity is about to begin in earnest. The other gods and their chosen will try to outflank us, just like we must outflank them. But I will be with you. I will guide you, stand by you. I will watch as you drink from the wellspring and its source surges into you. The void will be overcome, and you will be the god of gods. The end is nigh. Don't fail us now.
You jolt back to the world, stumbling forward. Dark smoke surrounds you, hanging in the air like black fog. This feels wrong. The Meister's cry cuts through the haze. You look up just in time to see what steps out of the shadows. Your god told you there can be only one. He said you'll eventually need to turn on each other.
I've use for neither gods nor men. I myself am the island that is my destination. You a mere port along the way I tolerate, for the time being.
A girl's best friend is her needle. But I'll stick by you as long as you continue to uphold your particular brand of useful.
I hear there is safety in numbers. I'm not sure what number exactly, but perhaps we should remain together for the immediate future.
It seems to be a code to a safe. Better hang on to this.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Tell me, have you heard any
Keeping
news?
it together, Bree?
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere.
As long
The
as
carved figure is your touch.
you're safe among friends. Never forget it.
I...
How could they?
nosy round camp, but watch it. The docks are restricted. Even I'm not allowed down there. If you come back bleeding, don't say I didn't warn you.
We await you. Join us. Find me. Embrace me.
Two white magisters are discussing the fate of 3 magically bound captives. Captives clad in the dark shroud of the Black Ring. Noticing your arrival, the magisters step back and take hold of their weapons.
You? Ah, yes, I remember your face from Driftwood. The fool that refused to shake my hand. Shouldn't have come here, you silly little sod.
Indeed. And your presence is most unwelcome. None of your business.
There you have it.
The 2 magisters whistle up their source hounds and advance upon you, deadly intent darkening their expressions.
You lot of outlaws.
Hounds, take them down.
not trying to escape, are you?
You lot have outlived your usefulness.
A vicious end. Perhaps their flesh will explain what happened here.
Why slaughter these people like this?
Their suffering is over. Maybe they left something valuable behind.
Her hands clasped together, the spirit of a woman mumbles silent prayers to herself. Unseen hands force her to her knees. Her lips move more rapidly. There's a faint sound next to you, like an echo, the metallic rasp of a sword being unsheathed. Your hand passes through the spirit, but with a little resistance. For a moment, you connect with her. The woman's spirit seems to sense it also. She looks up, oddly serene, and locks eyes with you. Her lips part to say something.
Am I dead? Are you a god?
An echoing swish heralds a blur of silver passing through the spirit's neck, back to front. Her head topples forward, followed by the rest of her a brief moment later. The spirit of an elven woman holds her palms upward. A hesitant, peacemaking gesture, she steps forward, and suddenly jerks to a halt. One of her hands moves to her stomach. It comes away, coated in a silvery, spectral blood. She looks right through you, to her murderer. Her expression drowns in confusion and shock. Her knees buckle. She drops to the floor, soundlessly. The spirit of a man cowers on the floor of the cell, his head tucked down. An unseen hand yanks his head up by the hair. His wide, panicked eyes find his tormentor. His lips part to plead. But before he can, a slash opens across his throat. Ghostly silver sprays forth. His eyes bulge. He clutches his hands around his neck and pitches forward to the ground, twitching. The spirit of a dwarf raises his fists against an unseen foe. He silently curses at them and throws a punch. He lunges through you. No impact, just a passing chill right to the marrow. The spirit pivots, sensing another assailant. He draws a fist back again, and suddenly freezes, his back arching in silent agony. He sinks to his knees, otherworldly silver blood blossoming from a wound between his shoulder blades. The spirit sways from foot to foot, as if dazed from a fist fight. He looks right through you, hollow eyes empty and endless, the fugiline color of the void. The tiniest glimmer of light flickers in them, then dies out. Gazing into his eyes, you see the tiny spark of source flicker again. Catching it like a pearl, you see a reflection on its surface. The spirit as a younger man. You see him joining the Black Ring, zealous and proud. You see his commander, a shadowy, horrifying figure that seems to flit in and out of existence. You see the recruit's determined eyes, heading for battle with the Magisters. You see him captured by Dallis, chained and leashed. You see him deep in a cave, using source to break through a magical barrier, trying, failing, trying again, failing in exhaustion. The source pearl you gaze into grows dark and disappears. You are left with the endless blackness, blacker than black, of the spirit's depthless eyes.
Aeterin. The Aeterin! It spoke to me, called me to it. But I can't sense it anymore. Where is it? Oh, where could it be?
The spirit gazes around, clearly looking for something, but does not register your presence at all. The spirit grins as he sees you, a grin that contains madness, or something as close to it as makes no difference.
So, are you a servant to the king, here to bring me back?
He laughs bitterly.
I've got time. I can wait.
The Magister Quartermistress works at her station, kneading dough with her strong, floured hands. Seeing a potential customer, she brightens.
Oh, it's good to bake again. With the war, I haven't made a pie in, must be 5 years now. But Magister Raymond's visiting, and that man just loves a good apple pie. Tch, I doubt it could be better than my dear departed Mamma's recipe. Tell me this, what's the most important bit?
Her eyes light up, and she licks her lips with delight.
Ooh, you know how to make a girl hungry, so you do. I tell you, it'll be full bellies and happy faces tonight if I can get this one made. And our troops need all the home comforts they can get out here. Well, I use it to keep the milk and cheese cold. But all I know is that it's well above my pay grade, and there's less and less folks showing up for dinner in the evenings. Good day to you. And stay clear of the cave. It's for Magisters only, and we run a pretty tight ship round here. Hey, you're not allowed in there.
I should look here for a blind guide. More black ring. The plot thickens.
The spirit taps his foot, arms crossed tight across his chest.
Why are you wasting everyone's time? Get to the site before the Empress sees! Haven't you seen the excavation site? There's real treasure there. The site's close. It has to be.
Be ye warned, beyond lies death. The divine order guarantees it. Heed the word of the White Magisters. Turn ye around.
we're really not welcome here.
Careful. It might still be here. I think I made it angry.
right where I was.
What this does.
If a device breaks in a cave and nobody is around to complain, did I really break it?
Is that... Oh, Void, it is a Shrieker!
Magister wipes his blooded face with a grimy rag as he strides towards you. Eyes narrowing with suspicion, he halts several feet away, one hand on the hilt of his weapon.
And you are? Really?
His face creases up in thought as he surveys the carnage all around. Turning back to look at you again, he shakes his head.
Wait a minute. This is all just a little too convenient. I'm betting you're the reason these Voidwoken are here at all. Sorcerer!
The Aetherin! What an incredible discovery!
Folding his arms across his chest, the Magister stares at you with baleful eyes. One by one, he points at the dead Voidwoken, the dead Magisters, the dead Silent Watchers. Then, he points at you.
Your end comes, sorcerer, just as it came for them and for me. Freedomen guided the excavation rightly. Soon, Dallas will use the Aetherin on you. And then you will be the sorcerer no longer.
He says nothing, only twists his lip bitterly as he echoes, pointing at the dead. Pointing at the dead, then pointing at you. The spirit's memory, in its madness, dances in your mind. You are a sensate, deaf and mute, but gifted with an unnatural ability. Dallas seeks you out and brings you here into the darkness. When the blindfold falls, Dallas bids you find and free a secret power. You close your eyes, and you feel the presence of a hidden truth. You point at it and open your eyes. You are pointing at Dallas. The hammer calmly bids you try again, then steps back into the shadows. You close your eyes once more. Now the vault before you sings to you. You raise your hand to it. It opens to your touch. From the vault, you take a sword. It's weightless, yet it feels extremely powerful. More powerful even than Dallas herself, and yet fragile. A hand falls upon your shoulder. A blade crosses your throat. Blood pours. Dallas whispers, "Good girl," and then all goes quickly dark. The pedestal seems empty, as if it once supported something powerful. You surmise that this was once the resting place of the Aetherin, until it was torn free and borne away. If this is what Dallas was looking for, then she has claimed her prize.
This must be where the Magisters found the Aetherin.
Those are my people's tablets.
The unusual tablet is marked on all sides with runic inscriptions that look like they were hacked into indecipherability with a chisel or similar instrument. As your fingertips trace these mutilated runes, your eyes flicker closed of their own accord. You see nothingness, vast, dark, and empty. You sense something ancient watching you, perusing you like a prison guard would watch a wayward ant scuttling across the floor of a cell. From within the endless emptiness, a voice hums into being and calls to you, God-woken. You sense an interest within the cold voice addressing you. Beyond the interest, you sense fangs, voracious hunger, a bottomless appetite that no sustenance could ever sate. You see your life flash before your eyes, every memory flitting by like a moth's wings at a lantern. The vision reaches the present moment and diverges into multiple strands, impossible to keep track of. Your brain aches with the effort of trying to keep up with the intelligence as it sifts through your every potential future. You see salvation and destruction and every shade of existence in between. And all of a sudden, it's over. Blackness rises once more, just as it was at the start. Eternal darkness and you. An electric feeling pulses in your fingertips, and a force field of some kind pushes you away from the tablet.
If that was some kind of test, I'm really not sure whether I passed or failed.
The tablet is marked on all sides with eternal runic inscriptions. As your fingertips trace these mutilated runes, your eyes flicker closed of their own accord. You sense something ancient watching you, perusing you from within the endless emptiness. A strangely familiar voice hums into being and calls to you. God-woken. Fane. You sense an interest within the cold voice address. You see your life flash before your eyes, every memory flitting by like a moth's wings at a lantern. The vision reaches the present moment and diverges into multiple strands, impossible to keep track of. Your brain aches with the effort of trying to keep up with the intelligence, and all of a sudden, it's over. An electric feeling pulses in your fingertips. The tablet looks the same, but you cannot touch it. An invisible force field of some... The tablet seems to glow from within with a subtle light. Etched runes cover its surface. The markings feel familiar, but despite the depth of your study and learning, you have no idea what they mean. Your fingertips burn so hot, it feels like they are melting. An energy seems to travel between the tablet and your hands, sparking knowledge directly into your mind, as if you're reading with your fingers. Electrical sensations sizzle in your mind. You understand that the runes are ancient Rivellonian, the oldest known language. You feel the fragments under your fingers, An Lesru. You know not how, but you understand the meaning of these words with the very marrow of your being. One must rise. Then your fingers grow cold to the bone. Suddenly, you are just a person standing in a cavern, clinging to a stone tablet, as if it were a life raft. Your fingertips burn so hot, looking down at the tablet, you feel the words inscribed there etched into your very marrow. You feel a connection pulsing from the stone, a tether stretching back millennia. You hear nothing, but you can feel the screams. Then your fingers grow cold to the...
The spirit taps his foot, arms...
Why are you wasting everyone's time? Get to the site before the... Haven't you seen the excavation site? The site's close.
I've never seen anything like this workmanship.
The stone relic pulls on your consciousness. You feel the tendrils of an ancient hunger trespassing within your soul, seeking something, something you have. Source. As your fingertips brush the cool stone, you feel the depths of your being crack open. Your power flows from you into the relic, yet a reverse current flows back into you with a new power, a different power. A sharp electrical shock repels your hands from the stone and sends you staggering backwards.
A recipe to craft Mask of the Shapeshifter? Well, that's disappointing.
You stare at the artifact in amazement. Even though it's broken and suffering from centuries of neglect, there's no mistaking it for what it is. Eternal technology. You stare at the artifact. The stone relic pulls on your consciousness. You recognize the design. The pedestal is from your own era. Empty now, it once supported something powerful. This was the resting place of the Aetheran, until it was torn free and borne away. If this is what Dallas was looking for...
Watch those torches, fools. What are they up to tear this place apart?
The Magister looks you up and down with utter dispassion.
You should not be here.
The Magister scowls, but relents.
Touch anything down here, and I'll stick your carcass on a gibbet. Now keep out of my way. Keep close watch, lads. Mind those torches now.
Guess I know what I need to do now.
We need more barrels to bring down this blasted wall.
Impressive!
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes an irregular clanking sound, then a weak gurgle. Inoperable, it seems. From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes the machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. It settles into a slow metallic chug, ready for the next lever perhaps. The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. It settles into a slow metallic chug, ready for the next lever perhaps. The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and the machine rattles, grinds and hisses for a protracted moment, building in intensity. Then settles down into a steady mechanical thrum, functional by the sound of it.
It's working. Same end as he did.
No, madam. I'll get a replacement here right away.
The spirit of a white magister scowls at your presence.
Get away from me, sorcerer! Filth! You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing. What? No, wait. I'll tell you. We had orders to bring down the wall. They thought there was more to find beyond it. That's all I know, I swear.
Oil barrels. Not a careful excavation.
Your footsteps fall into a heavy rhythm, like a pickaxe striking stone. A dozen pickaxes working in labored unison. Your hands feel empty. Why isn't there a pickaxe in them, joining the crew? The steady rhythm of the pickaxes is drowned out by a sonorous growl. The heat around you spikes in intensity, searing with rage. Yet the vision cannot harm you.
Your will is strong. I applaud that. But know I shall find you again and again. I can grant you majesty beyond compare. Go to the land without a name. Find the mark of the dragon worshippers.
A symbol materializes above you, a broad arrowhead made of flames. The voice and vision disappear, but a cold presence lingers nearby. An invisible gaze weighs upon you.
I've seen places like this in books. Never thought I would see something like this in reality. This is the archaeological discovery of a lifetime.
The curious sculpture comes alive as you reach out to touch it. It thrums with power and throws flickering, dancing shadows against the walls. The carving is covered in strange glyphs that feel oddly familiar. They surround a gently glowing stone that makes you think of the night sky rolled into a ball. Trying to read the symbols, you hear a faint whispering at the back of your mind, as if you're listening to the echoes of a past age. Your mind swims, and, for a moment, the glyphs become clear. You read, "Our first lords babes with power glowed, our seconds born in blood that flowed. Our thirds young to the wind return, our fourths to glowing flames adjourn. Our fifth lord's cubs with minds were blessed, our sixths had brawn beyond the rest. Our seventh's brood spread from earth to glen, and thus no king shall rise again." You try to hold your focus as the whispering echo fades, but the letters waver, contorting and merging until they're nothing but meaningless glyphs once more.
A riddle from the past. Or maybe a riddle about the past. What a way to die, down here in this darkness. Poor soul. It's Amadia, the mother of wizards. Sendelius, worshipped by my people. Duna, the stoutest of the seven. No wonder the dwarves pray to him.
Blessed Solstice, an elegant god for our elegant.
Xantetza, the goddess of mirth, worshipped by imps. The god of the orcs, Frogir. Rallic of the humans. That's it, we're through. What in the name of Lucian's prize pig is going on here? To deserve such a resting place.
As the creature crawls from the sarcophagus, you hear a gasp of breath. Fane steps forward, never taking his eyes off her.
I must speak to her. It is vital. Please, stand aside.
You hear a gasp from the creature as Fane steps forward. It speaks in a hissing, clicking language that seems both completely alien and somewhat familiar. Fane raises his head and responds in the same jolting, clicking tongue. He seems to be pleading with the creature, his hands outstretched. The creature looks down at him and shrieks in rage. Her gestures are quick, strong, and violent. Whatever she said, it seems to have devastated your friend. The verbal barrage continues, but something changes within Fane. He looks up and golden light pours from his skull. When he speaks next, you understand every word, but you're not sure the words are his own.
Aetira, I had hoped to see you turn to dust in this tomb. Alone, forgotten, with only your secrets for comfort.
Lady Amadia? You possess him? Have you fallen so far that you seek shelter within that? Does your vessel even know what you did? The war you started? The greed and avarice that saw you betray the Eternals?
The glow fades, and Fane seems to return to himself. He staggers slightly, exhausted by everything that's happened. The creature turns away from him, and, panting, turns to you. The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that sarcophagus as if it had forgotten how to move its limbs. It turns to you, and you see its face is covered by an intricate mask. From behind its unmoving lips, you hear a noise. It starts as a groaning, croaking chatter, but slowly becomes more distinct. It's speaking.
Mais Saravel te de larontu, Chamory?
The stream of noise cuts off abruptly. After a moment, you hear a jolting, lurching voice.
It wears the face of Ter Sendelius, but speaks the tongue of beasts. How cruel. I suspected the Seven Lords won the war after they locked me here, but seeing their faces on dumb creatures, a depressing confirmation. What is this senseless braying? I speak of no beast king. I speak only of the king, the eternal king of creation, the king against whom the Seven Lords rebelled.
Deep within your soul, you feel your god stirring at the sound of the voice. You can feel its anger and fear swelling inside you. The creature leans forward to get a better look at you, clucking and tutting under her breath.
It seems to be a simple form at its core, a source vat. A walking, unfortunately talking, source vat. Fascinating. I wonder how to extract the source from the vessel without...
She pulls back suddenly, recoiling in horror.
It is rotting. Almost imperceptibly, but it decays before my eyes. How long before you show signs of wilting, I wonder?
The god within you reacts, his emotions a cocktail of fury and fear. You hear his voice, demanding that you give him control, demanding your body obey his will.
An Eternal does not answer questions from whatever creatures happen to lumber into view. Especially when there is so much to be learned about their source. What happens to it, I wonder? Does it lie in whatever ditch it falls in, as its body decays? Or... no, of course. It is harvested.
The god thrashes against your control. You can feel it hissing that this creature is dangerous, that it cannot be trusted.
To have had the technology of the Eternals, and made this. How crude. Although effective in its own way. Poor creature. Created for a sole purpose, and yet so ignorant of its function. It is a tool to collect source until it is ready to be collected. Most likely by its creator. And given that face, I can well imagine who your creator may be. What a lazy way to feed one's power. And one's ego.
You start to speak, but it's too late. Tears Endelius breaks free, and the voice that emerges from your mouth is not quite your own.
Atira, you worm. An eternity locked away was too good for you. I should have seen you ground to dust and fed to the wind. Your heresies deserve nothing less.
The figure recoils, as if struck.
Sendelius! What happened to you? Did you truly fall so far?
Silence! It is your king that has fallen. He and all the other eternal cowards were flung into the void. And the power you were too scared to hunt has made me a god.
And yet here you stand, small, weak, decaying. I will not even need the Aetheran to grind you into the dust.
You feel your god freeze at the mention of this Aetheran, a cold terror settling in your chest.
The beast's unruly passenger did not deign to tell it. He did not want his host to know I crafted a weapon that would leave him an Eternal once more.
You feel your god thrashing against your control. Where? You croak in a voice not quite your own.
Ah, of course you never found it. You always lacked imagination, my lord. I hid it in these very caves, although I can feel its distance now. Someone has uncovered it. Perhaps they intend to flay the godliness from you. No matter. Given your pathetic state, it is mine to collect at my leisure. As for you, you monstrosity, you were designed to be defective. You were built to die. And I rather think it is time you fulfilled your function. But do not fear. I shall put your source to good use.
The dwarf's shoulders sag in relief when he sees you.
Thank you, friend. Couldn't scarcely think before you took me back to that place. Name's Rufus, former dig site chief and archaeologist. Currently a dead dwarf. At your service. Oh. Involved is an interesting way to put it. Bit of a story. But I suppose you got time? Damn cursed armor. Who strings a pile of bones together and lets it eat people? Empress paid me to dig up the bones of a dragon called the Devourer. Said they were the key to her ascension or something. I found what she wanted. She made them into armor, and when she wore it, well, said the beast started talking to her. Guess when bones start talking, it's better to leave. But the next thing I know, I'm a soul chained up to a pair of shoes. Suppose that'll teach me to be greedy, eh? I wish I knew. Would love to be in the hall with the rest of my kin. But I'm a man of action, not magic. Being dead's not very special. I'm more impressed he can talk to me.
Just when I think this land holds no more surprises, I find myself in some place even more dismal than the last. Still, at least this is an interesting variation on dismal. I could be worse. I mean, I could have spent several millennia in the clutches of the void, so... The Eternals. They're not gone. Or, they are. But they're not dead. They're in the void. The Seven threw them to the void. They damned them to that. To an eternity of torment. And they did it in my name. They did it because of me. Aren't I? If you open the gate and let a mad dog loose, are you not responsible if it savages a child? I gave them my research on the Veil. I gave them a prize to snatch from the king. Worse, I gave them a weapon to use against their own people. The source of the Veil would have made them unimaginably powerful. And their theft left enough of a crack for the void to pour in. Every wickedness visited on my people. Every evil that stalks this land. It was my fault. True or not, it makes no difference. I did what I did, and my people suffered for it. But if I am to honor their memory, I cannot sit here and mope. I must go on for them, for my family. My loved ones may be gone. The Seven may be corrupt, but I remain. The last true Eternal must survive. And perhaps, just perhaps, I can find a way to bring my people back.
Fane grips you by the arm, his hands strong.
Come, Godwoken. There is work to be done.
Go on then.
She smirks quite joylessly.
You heard the way he spoke to me, didn't you? I don't think I'll lose any sleep over his violent demise. Roost. He was wickedness come to life. In his mind, we were nothing but things that squeal delightfully when tortured and ravished.
She looks at you intently, with searching, questioning eyes.
Does such a creature deserve anything less than death? Indeed. The names on my left arm, several I killed with pleasure. You saw what I did with Stingtail. You saw it made me feel good. You read the ecstasy in my eyes when I made Roost scream. I ask again, does a creature like me deserve anything less than death? No innocence, not anymore. But in their name, so many guilty ones.
She holds up her needle and eyes it with the same searching, questioning look she gave you.
Beyond the blood hides nothing but a desire to be happy. can only hope that is not too terrible a crime. Ah, yes. I am the Prime Scion. A revelation that came quite out of the blue, which is somewhat ironic, considering I'm supposed to be our people's foremost memory keeper. Quite slipped my mind, though. A slave scar will do that to a girl. Yes, a great many things. Days long gone.
She looks down, an uncharacteristic cast of melancholy passing over her face.
Gods, I was so young. Imagine it, to sit enthroned under a vast forest canopy, to look down upon a crowd of thousands, their bodies aglow with countless rays of golden light falling through the leaves. You hear their voices as one. One mind, one thought, and it's your name they incant, as if the word itself were magic. Sabil. They said it like I was the cornerstone of their existence. Isn't that silly? I didn't even know myself. Good question. It's a very lonely thing indeed to be the object of a people's worship. What is revered is feared.
She absent-mindedly fingers her needle, hesitates.
I used to love poetry. I used to love wandering the forests for days on end. I'd swim in the rivers and forget to dress after. It was fine. I was alone. I'd bask in the sun, sleep nestled among bear cubs. Nothing out there would harm me. But always, they would find me, the scions. Always the mother tree would call me back, for one day I'd be free no longer. One day my legs would be roots. To wander would be but one lone memory among millions. It really rather was, though I must admit that even to sit on that throne at that eerie crowd, destined to become leaf and bark, was not so dreadful a prospect. When I decided to run away from the Mother Tree with only the moon for my guide, it was a terrible journey. Soft-leafed branches became vicious like whips. Moss-bedecked rocks became sharp like the stone axes of old. I grew weary. I was bleeding, in pain, and how I gasped when for the first time an animal eyed me with malice and growled. That is when I heard them. The whispers and the taunts. The low howls of men. The snare cut so deep. The blindfold, it made me panic. The dark. There's nothing much left to say after all. You know what came after. Then there was the stench of those men. The burn of the ropes. The jeers and the kicks, until the dark went silent. Even those barbarians didn't dare speak in the presence of the Master. But I'll not speak of him and his methods. Not now, anyway. If ever.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. I can't say I've ever given them much thought. They're no more than an elven curiosity as far as I'm concerned, obsessed with the idea of becoming sentient bark. Wonderful material once chopped, though, I'll give you that. Just look at the Lady Vengeance. No offense.